Morning, friends. It's Memory Bound in Iowa. Here we are. We're Memory Bound, and this is Dawn, and Kelly's here, and Chris is here today. And we continue with our Enchanted Autumn series today. But as we've mentioned a million times, you don't need to have the Enchanted Autumn line to make the incredible projects that our staff has been sharing. And Chris used it on one project, and then she used another line on another project, and her little trifold mini book is amazing. So
super cute, Chris. Love it.
So we can't wait to see that, but wait, before we get there, we have to show you our stuff.
Big
that
news. Let me put these right side up,
Let's
Dawn.
get them looking good here.
You know, Dawn, a lot of people we've referred to as the toilet paper adhesive. Do you see why? And then would you do like up,
over,
going
no,
over,
it's
or under?
There's
over?
only over.
Let's see what everybody says. Are you an over or an under? Anyhow, the die cut and bond, which is that amazing adhesive tape, is back in stock. I think most of our staff use this. You just stick it to the back of your paper. It's two-sided. Stick it on, do your little cutting, peel off the back, voila, you've got a sticker.
It is wonderful.
We're going to make a big pile of this today, Dawn.
And it started getting really popular right at the beginning of the pandemic, and so of course when toilet paper was at a shortage, we started calling our toilet paper adhesive. So
it was kind of both were short, weren't
yeah,
they?
they were. Yeah, we couldn't get the adhesive and we couldn't get toilet paper. So,
we're in trouble.
Or as Kelly says, turlet paper.
Turlet. Yeah, I did have a little mispronunciation one time last year, and come back to bite me. Forever.
Everybody says over. Mary,
I agree with the
Lois,
over.
Nona, Karen. Yep, we're all overs.
We're
Hi,
all
Tracy.
overs.
Good to see
Tracy
you.
was watching?
Tracy's
Awesome.
watching. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's get to it.
You know, there's no such thing as
Too much gnomes?
too many gnomes. Never can have too many gnomes. And the gnome for the holidays, Halloween, is back in stock. It's a previous release, but everybody loves the gnomes, and you just can't get away from them. And take a look at those, Dawn.
Well,
They're
the
just so
colors,
darn
the
cute.
colors are spectacular.
It's a bright, fun Halloween collection, and we got the collection packs for $14.99. Then, oh gosh, there's stuff way down in here, Dawn. Let me dig it out. Then we had some of the new release stamps from Tim. This is the Moth Study. Speaking of homeschool, you could couldn't you stamp them, fussy cut them, and pin them on a board and label them?
Oh my gosh, that'd be fun.
So these are all back in stock. There's the Bold Frights.
I'm here for the candy. These make really cute treat bags. I saw one of Tim's makers make.
Teresa's got a card made with
Ooh.
these, and she's going to be here Tuesday.
Not
And
Monday?
There's the hip. We're going to be all at home on Monday.
Oh, I'm going to be home on Monday too.
Oh, it can't hear me? Oh, because my microphone's not on.
Okay.
Thanks, Diane. I'll turn my
Hi,
microphone on.
Donna. Thank you.
Sorry about that, everyone. There's the Wicked Hipsters. Look at her scarf in her hair. That's just hilarious.
Isn't that adorable?
I'm assuming it's a her, but it could be whatever.
It could be.
And then here's a classic Maggie die that's back in stock, and that's Wildflowers Stems #1. Here's our Teresa die that's back in stock, Funky Foliage. She loves that little toadstool. Well, both of them.
Yeah, there's great foliage on that
And
one.
Dawn, I absolutely love this. This is the Stitches stamp, and it's my favorite. I use it all the time.
Well, and Maggie likes that one too. She
Yeah.
grounds
And
her
Teresa
images.
uses it a lot
Yep,
too.
yep.
Hey, who doesn't use it? Not very many people. Okay, then we got this big honker of a storage box.
I want it. How much is that? Because that is an incredible.
This is
storage.
$14.99.
Yeah, and what's the measurements?
17 by 15 by 6.
That is
holds up to 17 by 15 by 6. I think that would hold some albums.
I think that would hold your album and everything
Or just
that
to
you're
get
working
organized,
on,
and you can kind of stack them.
and then just take that to the crop. So
Yeah,
take
it's
your
got
album,
a little
all your
handy,
pages.
little handy handle.
Yep. And speaking of crops, our crop is coming up.
It
so
is
if you need
coming
a
up.
storage piece to bring all your stuff with you to the crop, that would be a great organization.
Hey, everybody, that you've been waiting for these crayons. They're here. They're $6.99 for the 3 new colors.
And what are the 3 colors that are in it?
Prize Ribbon, Kitsch
Kitsch
Flamingo, and Salvage Patina.
And Teresa could not get enough of those yesterday.
Oh, really? Oh, my gosh. They came in after I left.
She was just like rubbing her hands all over them.
Like this?
Yeah, she just loved the colors.
And these are online, so you can pick them up online or get them here at the store.
Yeah,
And then, Dawn, I just want to give a reminder about our special with the Swirls Deep Impression embossing folder. It's normally $9.99. It's 25% off.
Cool.
And we did have a card we showed yesterday.
Show that. Yeah, that's great.
You can kind of see it. It's really pretty with that. Chris, did you make this?
I think Diana did.
Okay, Chris thinks Diana made it. I wasn't sure yesterday, so thank you, Diana.
Looks good.
Speaking of Diana, she had this love for this new Stamperia Alice Through the Looking Glass papers, and we showed a little bit of it yesterday, but we got in the 12 by 12 papers.
We got in some the previous day and then some yesterday. It's trickling in.
In another moment, Alice was through the glass. It's really, really beautiful artwork. And Diana says there's a lot of projects online made with this Stamperia collection.
Beth wants to know how all the Iowans fared with the storm. I didn't get to see the news this morning. I heard it hitting my window last night, but was it bad anywhere?
I slept through it. I don't know.
Okay.
And I didn't watch any news either.
There's
So,
some people without power in Des Moines.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Chris
Okay.
said some people are without power. I think Diana said some people were using it in their planners, so maybe these calendar pages are handy for that. And it's got lots of cut-aparts.
Cute.
Very nice.
Yep.
That is one of the 12 by 12s, and they are $13.99. And then here's the other one. You get 10 double-sided sheets of paper. Oh, look at that.
Wonderland is better when you are completely lost.
That's
Aw.
kind of deep.
That is.
That's really deep. Maybe I'll understand it more.
So that her idea of the tale was something like this. Furry said to a mouse that he met in the house, "Let us both go to law. I will prosecute you." Oh, yeah, okay. Whatever.
Yeah, okay, move on, Dawn. Oh, my ears and whiskers, how late it's getting.
Oh,
There's all of
curiouser and curiouser.
It's kind of like that vintage art.
I love
And when
it.
you
I
cut
love the
when you
images.
cut these cards apart, they are two-sided. I think that's pretty neat.
Interesting. Ooh, Dorothy has a tree down.
Oh,
I did
sorry,
see some
Dorothy.
branches in our neighborhood, little, not big ones, little branches down. So I knew it blew.
There's the tea party. There's the cat.
Story. We're gonna have to spend some time reading the story there.
We
Kelly.
are. So these are the two 12 by 12, and we do have the 6 by 6. We've got 8 by 8. This is all online under Stamperia, so you can check it out. And then we do have the background papers, and I don't think we had these yesterday. These 8 by 8 background papers. So you could do an entire project and you'd be set. But wait, Dawn, I wanted to show the die cuts. The die cuts are $5.99, and you get, I think it was 60 pieces, or
But they're not really die cuts. They're
62
chipboard
pieces. They
They're
are.
really fun.
they're very neat. That's why I opened one up so you could see them. They're like a chipboard, and you got all those characters that match your paper.
Wow.
You got Alice, little cards, the little bunny rabbit.
Oh, this would make a fun little children's mini
Yeah,
book.
it's like a classic fairy tale look
Okay.
to me. I think I had a book when I was a little girl that had artwork like this in it.
And it's got the playing cards. Really fun. Well, Diana,
So-
we can't wait to see what you make
Yes,
with that.
for sure. And one last thing, Dawn, before we
Okay.
move on to Chris.
All right.
We got in the Avery L, the dies that match, what is the name of this? Oh, I'm sorry, Holiday Circle Tags die. So this is a really cool die. It punches out both of your circles. It's got the little hanger. It's got to from, but then we've got stamps that match it. So you could get this stamp, and this die is going to match that stamp. And then you've got the sayings that go inside your circle. This is $14.99. It's Merry Circle tags. And there's your die.
Neat.
And wait, Teresa found one more.
Ah, yes.
We also have the regular
So like
everyday circle tags. So again, it matches this die. You could put it on the front of a card, on a gift, on a bottle of wine,
It's a great way to make tags.
on a candy bar,
Yeah.
anything. So, and we got that little re-inker from the Versamark.
Re-inkers back in stock. Okay.
So I think that does it.
And you've showed all this stuff before?
We have not shown the ribbon. We did get some Merry Christmas ribbon. It's 25 cents a foot, and it comes in red or white. And we got kind of a jute ribbon there.
Yeah, this Maggie loves this ribbon. And this is 25 cents a foot too.
I was going to open it.
Oh, yeah.
But I guess I'm not.
And then there's some black and white and some red and white chevrons type stuff.
And then we got in some jute. This is what I really like.
And these we sell by the roll too, I believe. Yeah, $11.49 for a roll, and there's how many?
50 yards.
50 yards. That's really fun stuff. And then I ordered this in,
tell us
Kelly.
about that, Dawn.
Well, we cannot get the... I got this as a sample in one of our class
I know
kits.
Lawn Fawn is out now too,
And
isn't
Lawn Fawn liquid clear drying adhesive, the Nuvo liquid clear drying adhesive, all of them are gone. So I used this in a class and I really liked it. So that's why I got this in, because
it dries clear, Dawn?
it does. It dries clear, it's permanent and it's acid free. And it
Love
is
it.
only $5.99.
Chris just went to get one. And it's got a fine tip.
Yes, it does.
So
And-
really
and
it's
I
the
do
same
like that.
price as the Lawn Fawn glue tube, but you're getting twice as much
Yes.
glue in it. So you better go order some more.
So Robin, I'm sorry, the Nuvo liquid glue is out of stock and its availability unknown. So we had to find another source.
All right.
Of
So
liquid
Chris,
glue.
are you ready to
I am.
rock and roll?
Oh, Beth says her mom has the Alice doll. Cool. Cool. Oh gosh, look at all the product that Chris has pulled for today. I can't wait to see what you're gonna make.
Me too. I've kind of forgotten what I did. So
Yeah, it's been a while ago that we created the project.
yes.
mention that we have more paper packs coming up.
Oh, okay. So if you have missed out on the Enchanted Autumn Paper Pack, they are coming. We ordered 50 more paper packs. And if you haven't gotten your name on the list, do get your name on the list, and we will hold one for you when they come in. Because when these are gone, they're gone. We're not going to reorder them because we, as you know, we've already moved on to Christmas, and all the Christmas lines are here, so we need to make
order them online.
room.
It's a pre-order.
Okay. You can, Kelly just mentioned you can order them online or you can give us a call. The prices will probably double on what glue is available. You're right, Dorothy, because they're having trouble getting the products to make adhesives and just about everything else in the world that we all need. We are wondering about Simple Stories Vintage Rustic Christmas. That is here. Have we not show that?
Yesterday.
Oh no.
Oh, Kelly just had a. No, let's do it real quick. Yeah, let's do it. That's my favorite Christmas line of this
Everybody,
year.
I'm so sorry. Yesterday when we showed the Simple Stories, we never came to this side of the store. What's wrong with us, Dawn?
Oh, I don't know. I was still in a blur yesterday. I was
You
in
were
a
still in a
fog.
blur. So here, let me show the sticker sheets. There's two different sticker sheets, which is kind of cool, and Simple Stories is the one that does it, and we love the colors. I love that kind of sagey green and the gray, and you can see the Santa. I feel like it's kind of dark over here. Do you feel like it's dark?
It's dark.
Here, that's a squirrel moment. Here's the other sticker that's really kind of neat, especially if you're scrapbooking or doing maybe a mixed media project, because it's this whole banner, and then they have a couple short banners you could put on a card. And then the papers are super fantastic. The artwork is just very detailed. It's layer upon layer upon layer.
It is so cool. The Simple Stories Vintage Autumn is shipping next week. They wanted to get
Is it
Christmas.
really?
Well, they wanted to get Christmas and Halloween out, and then they were going to start shipping fall and homegrown. So we are first, well, they told us we were
We're
first
first
on
in
the
line.
list, first in line to get that shipped out. So hopefully, as soon as they get Christmas and Halloween shipped, then we will be in line to get the rest of the stuff.
See how it's not just poinsettias, they're like layered on top of each other?
Yeah, and then the black, it creates so much depth.
It does.
And I love that paper right
And
there.
I'm sorry, everybody, I don't want to bore you, but I just look and look and look at this paper.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
really
something
fun.
about it that really interests me. Sorry, I'm looking at it instead of showing it on the camera. This is another one that you could do a 2-page layout very easily put 2 of the same pages together.
Wow.
And that's got a little bird on it.
Yes, pretty. Pretty, pretty. I want all of the fall rustic simple stories too, you betcha. It's amazing. The colors are so pretty.
And then we've got this one, and there's our little Santa I have never seen a Santa in gray before. I think this is a really unique design.
But he's so adorable.
Yes, he is.
The gray is really
very
fun.
different.
For those of you who like the gray home decor, there's going to be some really fun home decor projects come out with these.
And Diane loved this paper.
Yeah.
I think she loved all of that. Because if you
Beautiful.
were doing an album, this would be a great front, wherever you cut it off, it'd be a great front of your album.
Donna, I believe we are pretty well stocked on Copic markers again. Yeah, a big,
Yes,
big,
we
big
are.
order came in, and I think we're pretty well stocked. We'll run over there real quick after this, and I'll just show you. But I do believe if there's a specific color you want, just give us a call.
See, that one again, they're very, I think the depth is what you're talking about,
Right.
Dawn. That's
Yeah,
so
they've
true
done
on
a
this.
good job. Michelle likes plaid like I do.
Good. I just can't believe we forgot to show this. I'm embarrassed.
Oh, the Elizabeth Crafts jar with the deer paper. Oh, that would be a great idea.
Yes, it would.
Yeah, I did. Diana says she just wants to frame some. Yes, I agree. These papers would be perfect for framing.
And there's our little Santas again.
Lots of home decor
And then
projects.
get ready for the back, the 4x4s. Mm-hmm. You just wonder, how did they come up with this?
Yeah, the designs are really
I know they've got a
nice.
really good artist. That's the one I just showed. Sorry, everybody.
And these are the 4x6s. Hello, Santa. He's cute.
Looks very vintage. And
And
kind
that's
of a green.
the green gingham.
And then we do have the solids, which we can show that in the solids pack.
Okay.
Here, let me pull the tape down. I don't know if the lighting's very good up there, but there's the tape. It's $4.99 for the 3 rolls. You get the little Santas and a greenery and a little red one. Now this is the brand new product.
Yes, these are fun.
And these are a little more chipboardy.
They're chipboard little, images. What would you say? What do you call
They
them?
call them stacked, don't they call them? Chipboard clusters is what they call them. So they look like they're multiple layers, but they're really flat, but they're chipboard. And those are $4.99.
Yeah, they're like clusters. That's the word I was looking for. Diane, if you're listening, Donna says that the chipboard frames are showing out of stock.
And
if you
here
would-
is
because
the
they
layered
are here.
stickers. $4.99 for the layered stickers. And then there's the ephemera. So you get the chipboard clusters, but then they always have the bits and pieces and the journal bits. There's those.
Here, let me. Yes.
These show out of stock.
Oh my, these are nice.
And then yesterday, Dawn, we were talking about these simple page pieces, which are die cuts, like ephemera, which I love. And they're made, you could use them on anything, cards, mixed media, but they're also, you can do a page layout very simply, and they're only $2.99. And we've got the stamp set.
That's a great stamp set.
And then look at there's something about the trees in this. Here's the stencil. Rustic trees.
Annabella, you're right. The clusters are so much fun, and you can make them yourself by layering the die cuts, or you can buy the ones that are already done out of the chipboard. But I'm learning too that clusters are the way to go.
We like clusters.
Well, it's what Cindy Grant has taught me that.
There's the enamel dots. Show this, Dawn. We've got a few enamel dots. Actually, we have more of this in the back. Now, this is what Donna says is out of stock, but you can see it's not.
We
Diane's fixing it. These are those rustic vintage frames, and they're a chipboard frame, and they're layered, kind of like the chipboard clusters. And then this one has a card kit that we are going to have to put together, Dawn.
Wowzy.
This is, I can't read it because the sticker's broken off.
Merry and bright.
$11.99.
Gosh, these cards are great.
And they're fun. You don't even need scissors. Everything is a punch out, and they punch out nice. And you use your foam tape, and you pop things up, put a little ink on the edges. You know how you were talking about things to do on Thanksgiving? That would be a fun group project.
And Melinda, yes, we do sell, like for instance, this layout was put on black cardstock, and we do sell the black cardstock, the white and the red. Absolutely.
Okay, so it's got the card kit, and it also has a page kit. And this is $14.99, and it's going to make those 2 double-page 12 by 12 layouts. You got all the pieces. They're pre-printed. Again, you don't need scissors. You just punch it out. And we have made some of their page kits too, and they're super nice. And then we've got the sticker book that's got 12 sheets, and it's $8.99.
Oh, Sheila, great idea. She said the card kits work great on scrapbook pages too.
They would.
I never thought about that.
Oh, I love that idea.
I do too, because like, look at, you could do that image in the lower left corner and do a strip, and your page, one page is done. Yeah.
Just get a little creative with it, right, Dawn?
I love it.
Here's the rest of the sticker book.
Gosh.
After that squirrel moment.
Twinkle time. Oh my gosh. Go back a page. Oh, look at those.
They look like those labels on drawers.
Oh.
Good cheer, deck the halls, North Pole.
Reindeer
and then it's got lots of words. And then some images to match, and some little circle.
Yeah, that's fun.
Then there's the chipboard stickers, which add a lot of depth. There's a lot of chipboard in this collection, I would say. And then I'm sorry, but we love these foam stickers.
Look at ho, ho, ho.
Would you say they came out with these about a year ago on one of their collections?
Maybe a year and a half ago, yeah.
And they've been super popular ever since.
Yeah.
You get 2 whole pages for $5.99.
Great stuff.
And then the other thing is we have the collection kit. Of course, we always have the collection kits. And it gives you the stickers and all the papers, $14.99. And then there is the Collector's Essential kit that's got all of that, plus looks like you get a tape, some bits and pieces, and you get the chipboard stickers.
And you get the good, that's the good washi tape.
The red one?
Love that
You like the red one?
Yeah, that's the one I like.
And then there's 2 other things to show you. One of them is the solids. I don't know if you want to show that. There's the solids. And then I'm going to grab here the 6x8 tablet.
So the solids, you get the 6 papers. And let's see, who just reminded us about that? Oh, Annabella. She just reminded us that the brand strips that are like here along the top, and they're double-sided, to save those and use those for your little clusters that you're going to make with your leftover pieces, and use those on your pages or your cards. That's a great tip. The card kit is $11.99. January 2020 Creativation. I think that's about right. I think that's when those foam stickers came out. Everybody does. Kathy, you can order if you just go to memorybound.com and go to shopping, and then you can go to new. We have all these tabs out there, and go to the tab that you want. But if you go to new, then you're going to find
all
like
of this.
Simple Stories Rustic Christmas. And it's very easy to order. You can also just call us, and we will walk around the store and shop for you too, because sometimes people's computers don't have enough.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to see.
And it's hard to order, and we just want to make it easy for you. The name of this collection again is Simple Stories Rustic Christmas. Okay. and
One
Kelly's
last
got
one last item. I opened it up while Dawn was entertaining everybody or keeping everybody busy. But
Oh,
this is
my
a 6x8
gosh.
tablet. May your days be merry and bright. And it's going to have the papers we showed you, but then it also has some of these with little quotes in them that you could put on a canvas.
Wishing you peace and joy. Oh my gosh, I love that.
But look at that art. That's just...
Yeah, I wish you
so
guys could see
cool. Oh
this
my
in person
gosh.
because it's beautiful.
So there's some other papers.
Santa Claus is coming to town. So for those of you who have that gray and
Lot of
neutral
decor. Gray.
that would be great on a canvas and put out for the holidays.
You've got your cut aparts,
For card makers.
and then it repeats.
Very nice.
So it's just a
you
beautiful.
could get a lot of gifts out of a 6x8 paper pad.
So Rustic Christmas, thank you. I don't know who suggested we show it
Yeah,
today,
thank
but
you for
thank you because
telling
it was like the biggest collection we received on Friday, and we forgot to show it yesterday. So
Yes.
it happens.
I'm just looking. I'm just showing everybody. There's so much here. So give us a call if you don't see something online. Give us a call. Look at all this stuff here. And I'm just letting Chris get mic'd up, and we're on our way. Okay. What will Maggie do with that? I know Maggie's going to have lots of fun projects to share with us coming up. They were the best. Okay. All right. Oh, Annabella, her home decor is gray gingham. You could not get a more appropriate line than that Simple Stories Rustic Christmas to go with that decor. Oh my gosh.
That's such a fun one.
Yes. Okay, we're back.
All right. We are going to do a tri-fold mini book. It's out of one piece of paper, the base of it.
1 12 by 12 piece of paper.
Correct.
Yep.
And then you get the fun part of decorating it.
This is so cute.
I think it would make a great brag book. You could,
that's a
go
good
to the
idea.
pumpkin patch maybe and put your photos in there.
It'd make a really fun birthday card. You could put a little gift card in
Oh,
here
gosh,
and
yeah.
one over here.
Definitely. And then I added some fun tags. I was inspired by Kelly's video on Friday where she layered and left it loose. So I came in this morning and added 2 things.
I love it. See, we are inspired by each other.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
My scrapbooking has improved since COVID. Because we've been doing all these videos and I'm learning from everybody too.
One
It's
of
been
my
fun.
friends said that since I've started working here a year ago that I've upped my card baking game. So
Aw.
I thought that was nice of her.
Yes, yeah, we've all improved.
And then I made another tag that actually you could untie it and open it. And then
cute.
just put let's see if I can.
You always got to look at the positive of things, Chris. And the positive of COVID is we've all improved our scrapbooking and paper
That's
crafting.
right, exactly.
Oh, that's cute.
And then just added another one where you could put a note or you could, add whatever you wanted, but just to change it up a little bit.
I like that.
But thank you. And of course, I used the flower die from the set that had the dies in it.
Okay.
I know should I mention it or not? But there's other flower dies out there that if
Yeah.
you didn't get one
if,
with the
if
kit,
you weren't able
then
to get the
yes.
die with the kit.
Yeah.
And I do believe we do have some more dies coming too.
Oh, awesome. Okay, great.
Yep. So if you like this die right here, we do have some more of those coming.
I can pull mine out of here.
Oh, Elena said she's become a card maker since COVID. Yeah, this one, and it is called Floral Wreath. So if you weren't able to get a kit with that in it, just let us know and we'll put you in the book and hold one for you and call you as soon as they come in. The paper lines, Betty, the paper that she is showing today is a kit. It's called Enchanted Autumn, and they have sold out, but we do have more coming. So if you would like one, just let us know, and we'll put your name on the list.
If if you're looking
Chris,
real
everybody's
quick.
commenting on your nail polish.
Oh, well, my nails looked so bad this morning that I put on fake nails.
Katie got us onto those press-on nails.
Yeah, Impress.
Impress. I
Yeah.
need to go get some. Okay, this is the Enchanted Autumn collection, and it is $24.99. And as I said, we are printing more, and they will be coming in shortly. And just give us a call or send us an email. We'll get your name on the list. Okay.
All right. Now, as you can tell, I did used some of the, gosh, I don't want to call them a cut apart, but it kind of is.
The border paper.
Thank you. Cut that out and added it to this tag.
Okay.
And then I fussy cut the bottom of the pumpkins and added to the flap.
Oh, that's a great idea. I like that.
Well, it just adds a little something, and it's all about the fun. And then, of course, I put magnets in, which we do have, and they're so easy to use because it comes with a positive and a negative.
Okay, these are the basic gray magnets, and they're $7.99.
And as you can tell, they hold pretty well because on the back side I have a die that came from the house.
Don't lose that.
No, I'll be putting that in my little bag here. Shoot, that's funny. And I just stuck it under the paper, you know, and you can't see that they're there.
No, not at all.
But it does hold well. So, I mean, it's got a good grip on it.
Very cute.
And this was a cut apart. Now, these were 2 cut aparts, but I wanted them to bookend.
Uh-huh.
So that's why I used both of them to get the size and stuff. But I just thought it looked kind of nice bookend like that.
That's cute. I like that. So that was one of the cut aparts from the paper that she used there.
Yes, otherwise I'd show it to you. Well,
you could show it. Yeah, show it there.
Here,
It's that paper, and she used that piece right there for these 2 pieces. Okay? All right.
Well, gonna lose things. All right, so I'm gonna show you how to cut this because it is out of 1 piece. And
while she's getting ready, here you can take a screenshot, but we will also be posting this after the video. So what is the difference between these 2 pages that we're showing?
well, this is the base.
Okay.
And this one is just the mats size, so people know. And then I cheated and just told you to do the same number of pieces, only a 1/4 inch smaller length and width.
Okay. All right. So there's that, and then let me get up a little higher, and again, we'll post these after the video, but that's the 12 by 12 sheet. Okay, here we go.
Alrighty, so you start with your 12 by 12.
Okay.
Easy as that. You score. I had to cheat and write it down since it had been a while. You score at 3.5, 4, I think 8, yeah, and 8.5. And then you're going to rotate your paper 90 degrees, and you're going to score at 3, and again at 7.5. And then you can put your scoreboard away because you're done with that. Now, the reason I brought this one, because you can't, it's a little hard to see the score lines.
Actually,
Or can you get it?
You can
Okay,
see them
good.
very well, actually.
Good. Because now we're going to trim out these areas up to the score line. And I'll
Okay.
show you how to do that. It's
Okay.
obviously you can use your scissors, but I find I get a nice cut using my Fisker's trimmer here. And I just line up my score line with the little valley. And I might have to stand up so I can actually see. But you're just going to come down to the 4.5 or to this part. But this is going to line up with your score line. So as long as you can get that lined up, then you're not cutting too far.
And Wendy, it's just cardstock that she used for the base. That's all she's using. to create the base of this.
It's going to go from the bottom.
So what she's doing is she's making these cutouts right here so that they fold up, and there we go. And she's just cutting to get down to the score lines.
Yeah, you don't want to cut past.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do, it's one piece of paper. Start over. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, it's just cardstock. And then what gives it some more thickness is you're going to layer in, like she's got 2 mats here, cardstock, and then the patterned paper. So it does make it very sturdy and a very nice card.
Now, someone who is sturdier hand than I could probably go ahead and cut this out with their cutting blade, but I just pull out my little scissors. And I do this before I burnish the edges.
Okay.
And I don't know why, just the habit you get into, I suppose.
I can't wait to make one of these cards.
Well, it's so easy, and the fun part then, of course, is decorating. All right, now let me get my bone folder back out. And then just give your edges a good burnish, just to... And I probably could have done some cutting before I did this, but that's all right. And then you want to get both folds.
This is a great base. This could be used for any occasion.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I love it.
All right, so the short end I used as my flaps.
The short end were her tops.
And
you could leave them all the same if you wanted to.
oh, exactly.
Oh, wow, look at that.
So there
That's
you
so
go.
Fun. That's so easy.
Easy as that. Now is the fun part, because you get to decide how you want your tops. I decided I was going to cut one a little shorter,
Okay.
and
I like them where they're all different. That's really clever. Jennifer says she's going to make these as brag books for her niece and her, who just had a baby, and her mom as gifts. That's a wonderful
nice.
idea. I love it.
now the directions or the dimensions I gave you was having this at 2 inches.
Okay.
I just happened to cut it, so if you cut it at a different length, then just change your dimensions. That's as easy as that. It does not have to be.
Yeah,
It's
you
stressful.
just cut it at whatever length you wanted.
Exactly.
So just,
If you decide you want yours a little taller, then that's what you should do.
yeah, Donna can't wait to make one. I can't either. I think this is going to be so fun.
And then
I love it. I want to make one for Christmas.
Oh, good. Oh, that's a good idea. And then I rounded the corners of this one.
Okay, so the middle one she rounded.
I have a couple different corner rounders that I like. This one,
What do you like
And-
about this one?
because it has the 3 different sizes.
Okay. Yeah, that one
And-
is really a rounded
Yes,
corner.
yep. You can do it however you like it better. And
Can you
Whoops,
can
excuse
you
me.
can you
sure.
just do one?
Yep.
Do one with all of them, because I want to see what it does.
Okay, so this one is the 10.
Okay, that's a nice corner.
well, let's see if I can get, there it is. This one is a very soft
Okay.
corner.
Mm-hmm.
That's the 4.
Okay.
And then this one is the 7.
Wow. It really does do 3 different sizes.
Oh,
Cool.
definitely, yes. And
that punch is a We Are, and it's only $9.99. Cool.
well, and it saves so much room in your craft drawers
Yeah.
and stuff. Let's do,
Oh, Jennifer, she said these would be great books for seniors, senior care homes who don't get to see family as much. You're absolutely right. What a fun idea. Okay, so Chris is now corner rounding the middle one.
right, and I left it the original length.
Okay.
And the very easy to add your layers because you just cut a 1/4 inch different than this.
1/4 inch smaller.
You don't have to change anything with your rounds. You just go ahead and round it with the same one that you used before. So
Okay.
very easy. And I left this the same length as this, but it will look different. Now, same thing with this. I decided just to take the edges off, and to do that I went 1 inch down and 1 inch this way.
Well, this is easy enough to.
Oh gosh, yeah. And then again, same thing when you add your layers, you don't have to change, you don't have to go to 3/4 of an inch or anything like that. I'm going to fold that up just so it gets out of the way. And then you just simply line up your marks. So mark here, and then I turn my paper until both marks
Line up.
are in the,
Nice.
and same thing with this side. And then you've got a nice
Cool.
even edge.
Very nice. So that she just cut would be this one right here. So she's got 3 different tops on her little trifold mini book. You could leave them all the same. You could make them all different. Whatever you want to do.
And I put my mat down, and before I put my patterned paper is when I put my magnets, just because I wasn't sure with the thickness of the paper how well the magnets, if it would go through 2 layers or not. I think
Okay.
it would have been fine,
Okay.
but that's just the way I decided to do it.
So you put your mat down, then your magnet, then your pattern paper.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And the easiest way to do that, I'm sure Katie has shown before how she does it. I just get out a positive and a negative, stick them together,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're going to pretend that I have,
Your cardstock.
my cardstock on there. I put one on, take off, maybe take off the sticky.
Your new nails aren't letting you put that.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it's like if I tried to wear high heels, it wouldn't work either. And then,
There you
you're
go.
nice and even. Easy as that.
Perfect. Yes.
All
Perfect.
right.
Nice.
There's no point in me showing you,
How
all
to cut the mats.
Exactly. One thing I did, I can show you how to make the tag where
Okay.
it'll fold.
All right.
If you want, that's not a,
Well, and then she's got other samples to show us too. I love this. This is for like a graduation gift.
well, I thought it might be fun to do for each year they're in high school,
Oh.
because it has junior on the front, and that way I would probably put the date and she could remember, put photos in from her junior year.
Oh, that's a cute idea. Cute idea. All right, so Chris is showing us how to make this tag right here. That's a folded tag, and then you can put a little message on the inside.
Okay, so I took just a piece of paper, I scored it, course, I doubled and gave myself a 1/2 inch because, you know, I'm not that exact. Just make sure that your back, and I had done this with that octagon or maybe a hexagon, I don't know. You just want to make sure that the cut line is on the outside of your fold.
Okay.
And then just bring it around, tape it in a spot. I probably should have put that on my arm to get rid of some of the sticky. And then send it through. Let's see if I pull my paper apart.
Yeah, Annabella, I think you're right. This would be fun to send to a college kid. Put a little Starbucks gift card in there, or a Chipotle or something, a gift card for them to go out and have a little treat. That would be fun.
Exactly. And that, oh, see, I didn't put the washi tape on my arm before I sent it through the...
So it's stuck a little bit.
Sticking a little bit.
You need your yellow, your Spellbinder's yellow
I sure do.
tacky tape. Cute. Oh, that's very
But
cute.
just as simple as that. You can, you know, you don't even have to put another tag in it. You can just write a note
a little
inside
note.
here. Yeah.
Put your ribbon on it.
And then
Cute.
decorate it. Oh, Kelly's taking some pictures right now, but that's okay. I was just going to show you how I attached the ribbon. I put score tape on. You can't see it,
Nope.
but it really holds it in place, I think. I've already put the score tape on the back of this one.
Okay.
I said I might rip these nails off during the demo. I might just have to.
You need your little pointy.
Yeah, my pick is somewhere in this mess. Alrighty. Just make sure you leave yourself enough room so you can tie it. I just laid it down and then scored tape the other side wherever that went.
Yes, we will show the cutting directions again, and then we'll also be posting them after the video so you can print them out also. So Chris is putting her ribbon on. This is the Tri-Fold mini book. Very cute, Chris. What a fun little gift.
Love it.
Yeah.
And then I would
oh,
add
that's a great
something to
idea.
the side just to make it
Oh
look
my
more like a little
gosh.
book.
It does look like a little
Which
book.
I did with this, and it, you know, takes away the ribbon from the side. It just dresses it up a little bit.
I like that. That's a fun
So,
idea.
there you go. As easy as that.
Well, thank you very, very much, Chris. That was fun. Here's the instructions one more time. As I mentioned, we will be posting these after the video, though. If you want to take a screenshot, go ahead. But thank you so, so much, Chris.
You
what
are
a
welcome.
Cute project.
Thank you.
And I think Kelly has something else for us today that she just came over. So, Chris, good job. I love all the variety, and she's
Chris, that's really neat.
fussy
Thank
cut
you.
around the border strip for the pumpkins to make that. And then she used a border strip here, and just really fun ideas. And look at how she cut the paper and put one of the little cut-aparts there. Good job. Good job.
That's so pretty. It makes me like the paper even more every day, Dawn. I
Yes.
like it more and more.
Well, when we
Those
see all the
colors.
fun projects. All
Okay,
right,
well,
Kelly, what you got for
we're
us?
gonna jump back now, away from Enchanted Autumn. I feel like this is like in my mouth here. Leanne brought in a project.
Oh my
using
goodness.
the rustic Christmas,
Christmas
which is
that
perfect
we
timing.
just showed.
There's Leanne and her husband and Juliet, her little doggy.
Puppy.
It's so cute. And she actually took this gray block that we have. These are $3.49. They're wood. They're pre-painted gray. You could repaint it if you want to. It's got a little photo holder for
And
a
they're
photo.
$3.49. Those
Yep,
little
they're
blocks.
$3.49.
And they have the picture holder
The
already
thing.
in them.
Picture holder.
The thing.
And so Leanne decorated one, and I'll show you what she used. But these are all little die cuts and paper from the Rustic Christmas.
Oh my gosh.
And then on the back, or maybe this is the front because it's got the bow there. And she's popped it up with some foam tape right there. And
Oh my
there's Juliet, and
gosh.
Juliet has on her Christmas scarf. Which
Well,
I
the
love.
pattern in the pattern in her scarf matches the pattern in the paper.
Is it on?
Cute.
Yeah, it's on. Sorry, I'll talk louder. So anyhow, Leanne told me about this so I could share it with everybody. It's got the red twine wrapped around it. It's super cute, and she used the 6x8 paper pack. She used the 6x8 paper pack, which we just got done showing everybody, and that was her background paper. And then you'll see this little Santa peeking out there. That is from the paper pack, and she punched it with a circle. A circle punch or a circle die.
Wow, it looks like it's actually part of the paper.
It does.
That's
And then
neat.
she also used the bits and pieces. So this is what she used.
How fun, Leanne. Good timing.
And this is actually her leftovers. It took hardly any product to make this. So Leanne, thank you so much for sharing this project. She just took this home, I think, on Friday. So
Oh
she
my
made it over the
gosh.
weekend. But
Neat.
it's super cute.
That's really fun. I love
Great
that for
idea.
the holidays.
So that's it, Dawn. Thanks everyone for joining us today. I'm afraid now if I'm yelling, my mic might be on. Thanks for joining us. Have a really great crafty day. We hope to see you soon, or give us a call.
Thank you, friends.
And thanks, Chris.
And we're open tonight until 7.
Yeah,
So
late
if
night
you
for us.
are in the area, we'd love for you to stop by.